Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Punched your training partner?
Dude, no, I've never punched my training partner. I think I should, though. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and we are doing another reaction video, and this one has been requested. It is Hadi Abdel and his crazy crew that gets together seemingly in the middle of the night to just slang and bang some weights. So, yeah, I've seen some of these clips, and Phil sent these over to me, and I'm very scared about what I'm about to witness, but probably gonna get also equally fired up. So let's go. Let's start with this first one Phil sent me over. No water break. The mind always fails before the body. Die a f***ing legend. All right, so yeah, that's crazy, bro. I mean, that's super intense. I feel like a fat piece of shit eating my brand new Seco bar right now while filming this. But this is the best protein bar. I'll stand on this to the end of time. Phil, tell him, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
This is the best protein bar I've ever tried. We just reformulated our best flavor ever, which was the Milky Crisp. Get this, reformulate it, send it to us. Mind blown. We said, what did you do differently? We need to encapsulate this. They said we heated up the peanut butter before we mixed ingredients. I'm like, what? You haven't heated up the peanut butter? Everybody knows. Have you ever, peanut butter is super hard when you have it cold. So they were trying to mix all these ingredients together and whey protein with hard peanut butter. And they were like, oh, let's heat up the peanut butter. And now we have the best protein bar on the planet. So shout out to whoever thought of that. Whoever Bill at the factory. Try out the new Seco bars. They're the best we've ever made, and we're making 4 other flavors with that same heated up peanut butter. So shout out to whoever heated up the peanut butter at the factory, because that shit slaps. Anyway, let's get into this video. Let's start with the good. Honestly, it's so cool to see people coming together like this and training hard and motivating each other, because I think that's something we've lost a little bit in the fitness community, of just overthinking every single thing and how much fatigue are we creating and what's the most efficacious exercise for every single movement or for every single muscle group. And at the end of the day, if you're not training hard, you're not going to make progress. So I think that's a big thing that people misunderstand about my training, is when they see it, it looks performative, it looks silly, it looks like exercises that are novel just to be novel. But then when you actually come and train with me and you see the intensity in my training, I think it makes a little bit more sense. But that's always something I've hung my hat on, is that when you come and train with me, I'm going to probably out-train you in terms of how hard I'm going to push myself. And I'm not saying I would be scared to train with these guys. I would actually probably be only scared insofar as I'd probably push myself harder than they'd even push me. So I would be down to train with them, but I'd also be very realistic that I'd probably hurt myself, because I wouldn't want to back down. But I do love this mentality of training hard, what anybody says. And I think that obviously you can direct that in a better way. So for myself, with my training, I like to call it refined intensity. So I take the intensity and I push it into every set and every rep in a way that seems crazy. Let's say a 6-second eccentric and 2-second pause on a leg press when my heels are touching my butt. Sure, it seems performative, but it sucks ass. I'm telling you, if you haven't tried it, it's terrible and it's really hard. So you have to actually sit in it and relish in that pain. I think also something it's good to clear up is the fact that, based on his captions, I think he tries to make it very clear that he's not trying to teach people how to work out. It says, not a bodybuilder, not a power lifter, just a guy who likes to get in the gym and see what he's got every day. I'm not special. I'm not the strongest, not the biggest, just willing to do what others aren't. So I love the fact that he's not trying to say that this is the best way or the only way, but this is his way and something that he loves to do. And so I don't think it's improper to share it. But that being said, said, if you look at these squats, it is very ego driven. So what I would like to see is taking that same intensity, keeping an upright torso, and making sure that we're not dipping the chest to put a lot of pressure in the lower back. Obviously a lot higher risk of injury and just, I think, unnecessary risk, especially if, let's say, you are trying to get stronger. Like, you still can have good form and still build tissue where we want to in the glutes, hamstrings, adductors, all the quads, the muscle groups that will be associated with increasing your squat max. And you don't want to just continually perpetuate bad form, as in dropping the chest just to get a number, and let's say just get to 90 degrees with that knee joint, so that we can say that it's a technically full squat. So that being said, let's watch more of these videos because I'm getting fired up.
Fuck, let's all take a scoop. I want all that. Here we go. Oh, shut your ass up and lift the fucking weight, man. Fuck that. Fucking weight. Lift the fucking weight. Sit down. On you, Rap.
That's crazy.
Go again. Drop. Everyone on fives. Pass. Just everyone on fives. In the air, just like that. No! Push it up. Squeeze. One more. Down. Listen, I do this shit you want to.
Why do you rip the body, chew the box like that, bro? That's crazy.
Did you punch him?
Yeah, dude.
Punched your training partner?
Dude, no, I've never punched my training partner. I think I should, though. And now it's like we're missing out. I feel like I get really mad. I think it would probably go in a way that wasn't conducive to our workout if my training partner started punching me. I'd seen this in the Trend Twins content where they're like hitting each other. I feel like it would just piss me off, but not in a productive way where I'd put it towards a hard set. I think I'd just be wanting to fight you physically back. Like, I know that I'm not going to be able to take it out on the weights. The weights are probably more realistically going to hurt me than I am them. There's just no physical way I can hurt a barbell, or a set of dumbbells in this case. But also saying squeeze when you're doing a shoulder press, it's not really like squeezing movement. So it's also a little bit counterintuitive there, in the sense of when you are training, you want to think, okay, how much, literally the king of all drivers of hypertrophy is mechanical tension. So if we're talking about mechanical tension in the sense of a shoulder press, we can pull a few different levers. We can go deeper in our rep insofar as we're keeping good form. That's one way to make the weight heavier, because as those angles increase, that weight becomes harder to get from B to A. That's one way, increasing the weight. Putting your hands under somebody's elbows and making them continually go up in weight. What can happen is that if they weight they can't do, now that weight can shift forward or back. And that is a very dangerous place to be. So unless it's weight that you can handle, it's probably not a good idea. And realistically, if mechanical tension is driven by how much you can actually force, you can produce internally, and you're helping them with 50% of it, you're probably not doing them a favor anyway. So unless this is like the very end of let's say a couple force reps at the end of a really solid set, there's really no point in doing weight that you can't control. We'll leave that one. The punching each other is crazy as that's insane.
Next leg press set, bro. I'm gonna come over and just
Dude,
punch you.
if somebody punched me right before a leg press set, I'd be so upset. Like, so upset. If you see me in the gym, please don't punch me, because I probably won't. It won't just be like fired up. I'll just probably hop out of leg press. And if I catch you, it's probably not going to go well. All right, next, men be men. Oh. Puta? Jesus. She yours. Oh. I love how the video you can't even see him lifting because the fucking unk is in the way, dude. Just fucking being big for no reason. It's nothing like 7 dudes standing around doing very little. It's like, why are there so many of you? Why are there so many of you like doing one thing? I get it, it's fun, but there's too many of you. Realistically, like, split up. Like, do 3 of you guys over here, 3 of you guys over there. Like, there shouldn't be 7 of you dudes like beating the out of each other with one movement pattern. Use lifting straps if you guys are going to be trying to hit PRs, or if you're trying to strengthen your back or strengthen a deadlift. You should not have the grip be your limiting factor unless you're literally competing in a federation that you're doing a deadlift that you have to hit with no straps. I mean, there's just no reason for you to be trying to lift a max deadlift without lifting straps, because grip is going to be your number one enemy here. And to try to think that the small muscles that are associated with your grip strength are going to be as strong as your glutes, your hamstrings, your adductors, your lower back, it's obtuse. So don't do that. Let's do one more. This is giving me PTSD, but let's see this video. Oh, I did the same thing I did. Yep. Get up, show off. The fact that he squats after this is crazy. Probably broke his shit and all that.
Wait, did you get to the push-ups?
That's right. Like, why are we doing push-ups right now, dude? Make it. It's just like literally like whatever the comes to mind. I think it's like let's put some chains on some shit. Let's hex bar deadlift right into a PR squat, into some half rep push-ups. Like, what are we even doing here? I think we got to work on our split. We got to work on our fatigue management, because this is just an insane amount of fatigue and injury risk. But hey, the thing I respect though is that they get together and do this shit day after day. I don't know if I would show up after a certain point. I don't know if I'd show up after doing one session with them. But yes, I would say you can train with the same level of intensity, but just refine it to actually be productive to your results. And that's why people train with me and they think I'm psychotic, but not like this type of psychotic of just trying to beat the out of my training partner. I know I'm going to get challenged for this. I know they're probably going to comment on this and tell me to come. Where are they? New York, right? New Jersey. They're going to tell me to come to Jersey and do it. And the only thing I was going to say is if I would be down to try it, if they're down to try my style of training. Because I don't think they're going to like it. But yeah, if you guys want to have me out there, I'd love to work out with you guys. I think it's awesome what you're doing in the sense of bringing intensity back into training and not having every single post be, you know, what's the 100% most efficacious thing to do for a muscle group. And it's cool. It's fun to see. And again, if you guys want some supplements that are going to be fired up, obviously Janicki Juice. And I've been doing more pre-pump recently. I've been doing much more non-stim. In my pre-workouts, I've been doing like 1 or 2 scoops of my pre-pump and only maybe half or 2/3 my Janicki Juice. But I would suggest that because I think as a society, we're getting way too stimmed out. So try our pre-pump. I think it's an amazing product. Also, Momentous. If you guys have not snagged your Momentous gear, go get your shorts, your hoodies, your rib tees, your t-shirts, and it will literally be the highest quality stuff you bought recently. So love you guys, appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next video.